So I'm standing at the front door, and I did have a vodka. I'll never forget that. I said, I'll have a vodka, because I wanted to calm down a little. I'm going to meet the husband of a woman I was sleeping with for almost a year. And I'm looking out the window. I see a big black Fleetwood Brougham pull up. Big caddy, spoke wheels, dark windows, pulls in. And I'm watching. I want to see what he looks like, get that first impression. He gets out of the car. Dark sunglasses. It's dark out at night. He's still got dark sunglasses on. Sport jacket, dressed like, he once told me John Gotti learned how to dress from me, okay, later on. Dressed just like that, I mean sharp. And I won't say he walked to the door, because it was more of a swagger. He had a presence in his walk that as he was coming to the door, it registered. I says, this is not, because I had an Uncle Albert who was around guys like this. And I said, this is no doctor or salesman. I said, you know, and later on I had said, if you look in the dictionary, under Mobster, there's a picture of him. Mm-hmm. Model, what's that other word? Just a perfect example of a gangster. So he comes up the steps. I open the door, and I put my hand out. I says, I'm Larry. He says, I'm Greg. So we shake hands. He smiles, very nice, happy to meet me. But all along, I thought his name was Charles. That's the first time I learned his name was Greg.
She told you it's Charles?
She told me he was Charles. Got it. Okay, Charles Shearer. There's a whole story behind that. And I you know, it's not even my place to get into it with an ex-husband or an ex-boyfriend, but he was Charles Shearer to me up until that minute. So he goes in, he's gonna freshen up, change a little bit, whatever. He goes in, I go to Linda. I said, Linda, I thought his name was Greg. He said he's Charlie. Charlie, I thought, you know, she says, oh no, he just uses that name, Charlie. I says, people just use other names? It's like, she said it like it's normal.
You still don't know what he does?
No, no, but like I says, that strut to the house, I says, this is a man's man. I mean, it's a guy got to, you know. So he comes back in, and he has 2 scotches. Now I had vodka. Even then I didn't want to mix. But I didn't say no. I took a scotch and we sipped it together. We talked a little bit. He started telling me about the company. We're going to meet these 2 guys. One's a lawyer, one's an accountant. They were all on the board of this company. Very real. And it turned out to be real. So anyway, that night I meet him and we go to the restaurant. So she walked into the car. She goes to grab my arm. And I had to move away from her like
what are you doing?
Yeah, he was in front of us, letting us walk behind him.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get to the restaurant and I meet the 2 fellas, and he doesn't recommend, he doesn't say, I want to propose Larry to be the sales manager. He tells them both, Larry's going to be our sales manager. I said, okay. I didn't need a resume or anything.
You've never sold it? You're not a sales guy?
No,
okay.
no.
Well, you are now.
Yeah, yeah. So.
And you got a promotion, you're sales manager is what you are.
I was sales manager right off the bat. So anyway, after this night, I start working for him. And he tells me I have to come to the office every day, which turns out to be a social club. So I start meeting other guys, and I'll get more into that. But before all this happens, you know, I'm going out to different avenues. They give me a list of addresses to go to where I can service their fire extinguisher and then try to sell them paper products. And the addresses they gave me were all hot. I was going to get them. I walked in. They were expecting me. I got the account. So I built a little portfolio right off the bat. If they didn't say yes, or I went to a place cold, they told me you can go into other stores in the same area, but start with this one. It's a yes. And they would tell me no. I'd go back to the club, and I'd say, well, these 4 guys weren't interested. And Greg says, all right, Carmine. Goes Carmine in. Carmine gets the addresses. Go back there the next day. Go back again tomorrow. I go back the next day. They treat me like, I don't want to say Al Capone, like a senator, a neighborhood politician.
Are you speculating at this time, like what's going on? Or?
Of course, no. Now I see the club. I know he's. You know
he's connected at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I know he's what he is.
Was
now.
Greg a known face and a name that you?
No.
He's a low-key guy.
He's low-key.
Is he a capo at that time or not yet?
No, he never. I'm going to tell you, he never became a capo till the very end.
Got it. Okay.
They bypassed him for his son. Something I thought they asked him about. Junior. Okay, and Greg Jr. told me, no, they bypassed my father. And this discussion came because of what came out years later. And I don't want to tip my mitt yet. Let's get to that.
Sure.
So, So now I got this position. I see the influence. I'm getting these accounts. And this goes on for a few months. But while it's going on, he's helping me. He's building me up. He's telling these other guys about me, that I'm his nephew, and we treat him with, I mean, it's off the charts. So I start feeling very, very guilty. And I'm starting to tell Linda, we have to stop. We can't do this. This isn't right. I mean, I can't go on like this.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.